Good morning, guys and gals. Today I will be making a brand new brake pedal, but first I have an update for you on the brake bleeding situation. For all those that suggested I adjust my rear brake shoes, check this out. So I've already checked the other side, but this side is crazy. So this is your adjuster at the bottom. If you didn't know, you basically screw that, turn that way, which would be counterclockwise away from that main section, and that'll open it up and pushing those two shoes apart. So I don't think this one is doing any good at the moment. It must have been adjusted all the way in just to get them out at some point and get replaced. The pads, the shoes themselves, they get plenty of meat. I don't have a problem with that. There's no leaks. The springs look quite new. That looks quite new. So I will adjust this up, test the pedal, and hopefully we finally get hard brakes. Right, I've adjusted that adjuster with this off at the moment. Just makes life easier, and then once I put this on I can do some final adjustments. You got a little access hole, you can see it through there. You stick a screwdriver through the back. Let's see if I can show you this with one hand. Okay, so you get a screwdriver through the back hole, and then you can flip this. I can't find it. There. Grab one of the teeth and then you can turn it like that once this is back on. So I'll put these on for now because I know they slip over, and then I'll do some fine adjustment and see where we're at. Right, I did some testing before I started the engine. It definitely seemed a lot harder, but when I started the engine again it was quite soft. So quick question then, do I need to re-bleed the back brakes again? I don't see how that would make a difference, but let me know. Anyway, I'll get on with the brake pedal now. Right, let's have a look at my ingredients. My old experimental pedal. I have a big sheet of 3/16 steel, so I'll pretty much be making two pedals and welding them together. Cardboard template. I may have to do this a few times. Right, let's start with this, tracing this out to a better style. I've got enough room for about three. 2 failures and 1 success. Let's go. Okay, we finally have a template. Number 1, too short. Number 2, too short. Number 3, pretty much the same as number 2. Don't know what I was thinking. Number 4, it was only like a ½ inch longer, and number 5 a full inch longer than that one, and it still feels too long, but I'm going to go with this design. It can be a bit narrower because I'm going to be doubling it up thickness, so it doesn't have to be quite so wide. So let's get started on that. I'm all sweaty, so I'm going to get covered in metal flakes. Awesome. Brake pedal Mark II. Right, obviously it's a bit rough around the edges, but I'll throw it in the car, see if it's going to work, and then I can duplicate it and weld them both together. Should have a nice solid pedal. Right, let's see if it fits. Okay, I had to do even more modification. The pedal height is good, I like where it's sitting. Once the rubber's on, it'll be about there, which is fine. It's about 7 inches off the ground. I've still to get like carpet and insulation, so it's going to come up about ½ an inch to an inch anyway from the floor. So I think that's going to be about right. However, I did have to modify the top again. I've moved the top pivot to the very furthermost, closest to the firewall, which meant I had to drill another hole in this, but that's okay because it actually gives me even more travel on the rod going into the master cylinder, so it's not hitting that floor on full down, which I can't do with my hand, which is good. So what's left to do? I need to take this off, duplicate it, duplicate the holes, weld it together, and then make a metal plate for the bottom of this, which will then get welded onto there. Now I might weld it a bit offset like that, so that my foot doesn't have to come all the way over to the left. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I mean, it's going to be thick steel welded anyway, it's not going to bend, trust me. But yeah, I think that's the best option. Right, I'll see you in a couple of years when I've duplicated that and welded it together. Here we go again. I'm not going to film this, I'm just going to do it. So see you in a flash. Thunderstorm approaching. I've moved everything inside for now. Nothing I can do about the inside of the car. It's not got glass yet, but that's okay. There's nothing inside that's really going to get ruined any more than it already is. I suppose there's no excuse for me to stop work. I can still get on with this in the garage. You can tell I'm excited about doing this, can't you? Angle grinding 3/16 steel is not fun. Still, it's not going to get done by itself. Second pedal made. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, while they're screwed together, I'm going to sand them, grind them down so that they're exactly the same, nice and rounded like that, as opposed to rough. And then once they're exactly the same, I'll take this bolt out, swivel them apart, and then I will grind a bevel on the inside edge of each one, so that I will be able to run, so that I can run a weld right down the middle, and it's going to have plenty of metal to bite into. But first, according to my clock, dinner time. At least I need to go and make dinner. 2 hours later. Right, back to work. What was I doing? Oh yeah, take these apart, grind them down, weld them together. Let's go! Okay, bevel done. Nice groove all the way down, both sides. So I'll try and make a nice little weld down there. If I do it nice enough, I won't have to grind it again, which would be awesome because it's getting late and I'd like to get this finished tonight. Right, let's get this welded up. I need to weld the top bushing on as well. Right, my pedal's all welded. It's a nice enough weld, but it's going to get covered in paint anyway, so no point grinding that down. That's certainly not coming apart. Right, while that's cooling down, because it's a bit burny, made this little plate, which is also a bit hot because I've just been grinding it. But it was really thick. It was the same thickness as that, so it wasn't going to fit inside there, so I've had to just bevel the edges and hopefully that will slip inside. I'll wait till that cools down and give it a shot. This is really just a test fit, because if I know that it fits, then I'll be taking it out again because I need to weld this plate onto the pedal itself. Let's try that way. I think I'll use a wee screwdriver just to persuade it in. Because I do want this to be tight. You never want your rubber falling off midway through activation, you know. Oh God, nearly stabbed myself. Oh yes. Oh. Okay, that's nice and tight. Right, so I need to decide exactly where the pedal's going. Well, it's only going one place, but I need to decide if this is going to be offset or not. So it'll either be going in the middle like that, or it'll be offset like that. So I need to test fit this. However, it's night time already. I never ran out of noise allowability, so I'll be getting stuck in the morning again. Have a nice sleep. I'll see you after the evening. Good night. Good morning. It's a bit of a grey day. Right, I don't have too much to do to get this finished. I just need to attach this plate to the bottom and then give it a quick paint, just the usual gloss black, get it on the car, and then move on to something a bit more fun like the gas pedal. So let me zap that on and we'll get it painted. Great paint, eh? Wait for that to dry now. Brake pedal complete. So as you can see, pedal's a bit offset so that it's easier for me to reach with my right foot. So pretty happy with it, except I'm not 100% happy with this bushing. It's not quite tight enough, so it's going to give me sideways movement, which is not going to pass a safety. So I need to fix that, but I don't have the parts at the moment, so I'll look into that. But meanwhile I can install this and actually have brakes. Right, let's get it on the car. Pedal installed. It's a little bit high, but I can adjust the rod at the top just to bring it down a little bit. But it seems to work fine. As I say, there is sideways movement, which I'm not happy with, but it'll do for now. It'll get the car stopping. I was going to say moving, but it'll get it stopping. Let's see. Oh, just pulled the steering wheel off because the pin's not in. God, it wouldn't let me in. Jeez. So easy for my left foot, still not great for my right foot. Although I do need to bring the steering wheel a bit closer to me because my knee's hitting it. It needs to come this way about 4 inches, 5 inches, something like that. Pedal's working good though. So that's that done for now until I can work out a better bushing. Right folks, that's me for now. Remember, let me know if I need to bleed the back brakes again after adjusting the shoes. Again, I don't really think I should have to, but let me know if that's normal. Right, next, gas pedal, next video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be very soon, hopefully. Bye bye.